today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to... Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Second and 3. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, Tennessee. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Pittman as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And some room to maneuver. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there, with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything.
Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Still going. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but
the Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Henry again on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 31-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 9.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 15-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Again to Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
154 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, either threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Tennessee, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.